all need to work together. That's just it. How we're able to share information that will support each other. But also one thing I wanted to add as well, in as much as we're talking about youth culture, I want to make reference to actual culture and understanding different cultural backgrounds and how much impact it has on the individual. Because the way some people are brought up, either from in this country or abroad, those things become part and parcel of them and it shapes them in certain ways. How much understanding do we have of those cultural backgrounds and the way things are done and how that young person will behave in school or out of school? Do we understand that? Because culture has a massive part to play that shapes the identity, especially when it's a non-white young person.
I agree completely with that, but I think the two can get skewed.
My name is Kevin Abdi and I've come to this youth culture lecture today at the RSA. I came not knowing really what was going to happen and what we were going to talk about, but what I take away from this lecture today and this discussion and sharing of ideas is that the importance of people kind of understanding where children, young people are coming from and understanding who holds the narrative really in terms of kind of the negativity that comes with youth culture. So when we think of youth culture, the first thing people come to think about is like knife crime. Is that really what it is, or is there a lot more than that that's going on? And the importance of educators, people in the police, all these institutions that work with young people, kind of seeing them in a different light, or allowing young people to have their voice, to share their ideas and their feelings of what's going on in their own communities before they kind of look at just the media and the bias that they kind of spew out all the time. And I think for me, being a teacher, that's something I'm going to take with me and kind of see what are the young people in my classrooms talking about, what's important to them, and how does that influence the world we live in. Thank you.
Well, we had a great event at Music Relief this evening, looking at the links between county line trafficking and other issues happening in society. So we talked a lot about school exclusions. We talked about the role of the family in terms of ensuring that children are kept safe. We also looked at adverse childhood experiences, those experiences that can actually have a devastating impact on the future lives of people in society, and how this can be curtailed. What can we do as a community, as the school, the family, to ensure children have good experiences growing up. So essentially it was a good experience, and I guess we also looked at the role of the media, which is very crucial. How the media creates a narrative which is very negative instead of actually focusing on the real issues in the community that can actually impact on children, but and also not actually talking about the positives, the very good things that young people are doing in community, which we need to actually encourage them to do a lot more of. So, essentially we looked at all these issues, and it was a very good evening. We had a very lovely discussion, and I want to congratulate Music Relief for putting such a wonderful evening together. Thank you.
I'm James Fornara. I'm the principal of Wackharts College. I've had a very interesting evening talking about youth culture and who owns it, and talking about the correlation between issues of youth violence and of school exclusion, of county lines, and what else we talk about? Drill music, yeah. And you don't turn into a knife-wielding maniac by listening to drill music, trust me.
Hi guys, so I've just attended the RSA Youth Culture held by Magdalene of Music Relief. Thought it was a really, really good informative event, talking about the youth culture, looking about changing the narrative, highly recommendable. Some really, really good outcomes, and let's just hope we can build a really, really big positive future for young people. And so ultimately events like this, where we can connect people and bring young people to come and have their say and be the voice, I think it's very, very important. And I would just like to say, thank you for having us to attend. I was glad to be a part of it, and I'm looking forward to many more events like this in the future.
Hi, I'm Nick Soar. I'm the Executive Principal of Harris Academy Tottenham in Harris Academy St John's Wood, and today I've been at the RSA for an event about who controls the narrative around youth violence, youth culture, and we've had a great buzzy evening talking to people who are charities and social enterprise, teachers, people in the police, and young people, one of whom is videoing me right now. And it's been a stimulating debate where we've looked at, what defines culture and how fragmented is that culture, and can we ever experience each other's world and each other's narrative. So I've really enjoyed being here at the RSA, and thank you to Music Relief and to all of the young people I met today. Thank you.
Hi. Yeah, I think this event was really interesting. I actually, I'm not from London originally, and I do not know much about London school systems and those kind of things, and I'm not very close to the topic of knife crime, but I'm really interested in like youth culture, and I myself am working on a design project that is based on youth creativity and the potential of that, the value of that. So it was definitely, I learned a lot. I definitely think the relationship between like education and the adult world and the impact that has on young people and how they're viewed, especially like the narratives perspectives thing, I didn't realize was such a big deal, but also now like coming here and like hearing what people say, yeah, it's definitely kind of weird almost how much it's a topic of conversation. I didn't really realize that was a thing, but yes, learned a lot, so thank you for the event.
Ask me the question.
Oh, so how did you feel about today speaking with the panelists at RSA and Magdalene?
Okay, so I thought this event was so interesting, an amazing mixture of people, and the topic about youth culture and who's shaping the narrative, really, really interesting. I guess my take on it is that youth culture is more than just problems and knife crime and exclusions and all of that. So we were kind of led into talking about quite negative stuff, but actually my experience of working with young people is they are completely amazing and they want more of a voice, and we actually talk about them, not to them.
Yeah, I feel like the sort of questions were surrounding like it didn't actually ask what people cared or what young people cared about. It was more of imposing, like, okay, how do you feel about knife crime? So how do you think we should engage with younger people and bring out the issues that they actually care about?
So I've been doing a project this week. We were commissioned by Lambeth Council to create a youth engagement plan for some changes that are going on in Brixton to make it more livable. So we were working with a team of 15 young people, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. And they are so passionate about wanting to have a say, to wanting to make their community better, and embracing the opportunity to actually make a difference and to lead and to talk to other young people. And they're going to be making all these recommendations, and I don't know whether the council will actually be able to take on board what they're saying. So there's a real appetite there. And what we discovered was what young people want is for people to ask them and to talk to them. And they, there's a lot of them stuck in school, so I guess that's where we find a lot of them, because it's hard. It's hard. People say it's hard to engage young people. They're in school, they're on lockdown, but they're amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm Jessica, and I came along here in the spirit of curiosity, and I'm delighted to say I met a lot of people who are very committed and interested and engaging around their work that they're doing. I'm going to say in society in general, because it's a part of society.
There you go. So yeah, really enjoyed this evening. I got a chance to meet some really interesting people doing some super important work with young people. The discussions that came out just really started to help us unpick further about how our different roles can interlink, and widen ideas and understanding about the way that we're talking about youth culture, and what we're doing to create a positive impact. So thank you for being on the event, and yeah, look forward to attending anything else that you do.
Hi Ngozi, I'd just like to ask you what you thought about our event today, and if you could just give us some of the points you brought up as well.
It was a really great event today. It just came along just from a presentation of music relief, so it was great hearing different points of views from different people and actually discussing and going through some of the issues that were highlighted. And it was very interesting as well to have representatives from music relief, David, Nia and Kaya, just giving their perspective and actually expanding on their perspective as to where we can go with the discussion about youth culture and about culture and how things people perceive and how things are affected. So yeah, it was a really good evening. Not easy to kind of like encapsulate everything that was spoken about in one short video presentation here, but it's a discussion that needs to go on, and I really encourage everyone to be involved in it.
Thank you
very much for
much.
inviting me, and it's lovely to meet you, best wishes.
Hi, it's Kai from Music Relief. We're just concluding the discussion that we had today at the RSA building in London. We were talking about the youth culture and who dictates what happens in the youth society and all those things. And also, we felt that the youth are not really getting having a voice, and people they're rather than being spoken about. Rather than being spoken to, they're spoken about, and not really given their time to express themselves and express change and what they would like to see in a community and everything else. And we're also speaking about how sometimes there's not enough youth clubs in the community, and there's not enough places where people can go to have fun. So rather than them going to those type of places, they would be on the street doing nothing. Yeah.
Hi, it's Leah, Music Relief Ambassador. Today we've just finished up a meeting with myself and Kai representing Music Relief, and of course Madeleine, she was here. And we met up with various people, who are vital part of society. We have a journalist coming, we had a police officer, lots of teachers or ex-teachers, a head teacher. Anyway, it's a vital part of society. We've had them come in, and just for around 2 hours we've spoken about knife crime and crime of young people and what youth culture is, and we discussed what is the narrative of youth culture. It was extremely great. I spoke a lot and I listened a lot. It was lovely to hear other people's perspective, and musically.